Sirius XM, what's up Octane? My name's Jose Mangin and I'm here with a talented young man, a friend of mine. His name is Mendenhall and he's the guitar player from the Mendenhall Experiment, and he's also the subject of a very cool award-winning documentary that I've been talking about a lot, Octane, for the last several months called Mind Over Matter that my friend Sebastien Paquet put together. And I see Brandon all the time and I've known this dude for several years and we've been really cool together, and I just love how much of a diehard fan you are of hard rock and metal, and especially of one of my favorite bands, KoRn. Brandon, you were born with cerebral palsy. It was a pretty big life-changing event for you, of course, but to teach yourself how to play guitar because of your love for KoRn, even though your parents and doctors said, you know, you're not going to be able to do that, don't even try. But because of your determination and your drive, you did it, man. You taught yourself how to play, and it helped you in all aspects of your life. Brandon, congrats on this documentary, brother, and on just, you know, conquering stuff that people are scared to even get that close to, but you did it, man, and it took a lot of work, and once you see this documentary, Octane, you'll see it. But I love this quote here: his passion will never be disabled.
I wanted to play guitar and be a rock star. And that was the main thing that made me want to conquer everything and overcome my disability and make my left hand work. I just put my left hand on that guitar and forced it to move until I got good.
But then you meet Sebastien, who's KoRn's videographer, and then Sebastien has this idea. He's like, hey, I think I want to do this documentary film about you and your life and your struggles and your victories. And what did you feel like when Sebastien first came up to you? You were, what was your first instinct?
Oh man, he called me on Christmas Day, like 2014, and he asked me about doing the documentary, and I hung up the phone and I cried, called my mom, and because I knew it was going to change my life for the better and open up all these doors and opportunities to everything that I want to be a part of and that I was struggling to be a part of in the LA rock scene. So, and it's done all that and then some.
This documentary is so moving. The first time we had a little party at our house, and Sebastien, the director of the film, came over and played it for my family and I, and we cried. And then we had this big screening in Beverly Hills, all fancy, red carpet, Brandon. That was an awesome event last month in Beverly Hills, and Munky was there from KoRn, and the theater was sold out. It was like over 400 people there to support you and your documentary. How did that feel, Brandon?
That was awesome. We didn't expect to fill it halfway, and it was sold out. We turned people away, and having you host it was beyond a dream, man.
Oh, dude. Well, you know, I'm a big fan of what you do and what you stand for, brother, and also your band, the Mendenhall Experiment. I know you guys are going to be going out on tour the month of April on the East Coast with our friends in Flaw. Your love of KoRn and of metal and of the guitar made you change your whole entire life. And now look at you on Sirius XM. You got an award-winning documentary. It's a real tough story. It's not a sugar-coated story at all. I mean, you struggled, bro, and you overcame a lot of stuff, and there's still more stuff to overcome, but this is a first giant step in that process, and I'm just glad that your drive made you go all the way through, Brandon, with this, man. It's a pleasure to have you in the studios here, my brother. We just heard one of your favorite KoRn songs, Clown. Why is that one of your favorite ones, brother?
It talks about bullying and, you know, all of the hardships being young and getting picked on. And it's my favorite song because the breakdown, the riff that Munky plays and the breakdown is like one of my favorite riffs of all time, so I love it.
And then you had the chance to jam in the studio with Munky from KoRn, and you guys wrote a song together called Prosthetic, which is available on the debut album from your band, the Mendenhall Experiment. What was that like, Brandon?
Going into it, I was afraid that I wasn't going to be on the level with him, but we got Mysterio and it was just magic, you know. He contributed, I contributed, and the song came out organically and killer.
There's a scene in the documentary Mind Over Matter, which is about your life and your struggles and your victories. But the scene where you're at a KoRn show, and then Munky, during the set, comes over to you, and what does he tell you, Brandon?
He said, I said, thank you, I would have never made it here without you and your help. And he said, no, you would have, because it's in your heart to succeed. No matter what, you would have found a way. And I said, thank you. And that is my favorite part in the entire movie, and probably one of the favorite moments of my life to have my hero say that to me. It's awesome.
You gave me goosebumps right now, Brandon, because I remember that scene. It was a very powerful scene. And Brandon, what about the community of other people with disabilities? You know, what's been the reaction from them to you, and how have you helped them?
To be able to have a voice for the disabled community and being kind of a public figure to kind of lead the charge for social change against people with disabilities and making them become more accepted. So I work with United Cerebral Palsy of Los Angeles. I'm on the board of governors, and any kind of community outreach work, charity work that we can do to put a spotlight on disability awareness and help others with disabilities, we're the first band you call. We do it all the time.
My brother, dude, I always have your back. You are an inspiration for all. And again, I'm going to use this tag that's on top of the DVD here, Mind Over Matter. His passion will never be disabled. It's powerful stuff, brother. You're a big inspiration for so many, and I know you know that, and we're all proud of you, brother.